Hey, it's just nothing but inspiration to myself, really.
You get to a certain position, and then you start like him. That's always been the one, but that's a secret.
Badly.
My inner dog is gonna take over, and I'm not gonna remember.
That's when I train better. That's when I focus more.
Big elbows.
Rashad Evans blows kisses and grabs his crotch and shimmies and do all this.
A big chance to get a little payback. Have an opportunity.
You know, he feels like it's about payback, then go get.
One and one. Inside the octagon to position for a shot at the title. A position New Jersey in March of last year. A fight in Lyoto Machida. He is beaten and knocked out Bill Davis. He may just be the best MMA wrestler in the
in that Black Zillion camp with you see Tyrone Spong, a fan believes it was one of the best moves for his career to go down there, and he is in Rashad Evans we've ever seen.
He had scored the most by defeating Forrest Griffin back in December. Very well in the UFC primetime show.
Rashad said, he goes, I just want to let go and I just want to have fun in there. You know, just to go in there and have fun and not be aware of the significance of stay calm and the enormity of the moment. To not be
enters the octagon for the biggest fight of his life. Maybe the most underrated.
The way he handled Phil Davis. Phil Davis is a very tough and very talented time. They got to a scramble, dominated the striking exchanges.
His speed and explosiveness against the...
Dancing enthusiastically to John Jones's...
Jones, the first fighter to be sponsored with an Leave Here with My Belt, which John Jones says years old. He defeated Mauricio Shogun, who he looks to defend his title for the third time.
He looks very relaxed. Look at that, just the way they're reacting to the fight.
Rashad Evans is in the octagon dancing.
Well, and you know what? By the way, it's how they respond to the pressure.
I mean, John Jones, you can make the argument, is unbeaten. Greg Jackson hugging him a moment ago. That was a big story tonight. Against my former fighter.
About them so many times. But I see Rashad's point. Rashad has to leave camp, and Rashad is one of the guys that started off the camp for it. You can have teams. This is an individual sport. And when push comes...
Light heavyweight champion of the world. Sugar Rashad. And against 32-year-old challenger. John Jones is sixth with the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Main event of the evening. Sanctioned by Chris Lee and Richard Bertrand. And when the action begins, our referee... This is the moment UFC at Georgia. For the undisputed UFC lightweight. This man is a boxer and a wrestler, holding professional record rounds, fighting out of Delray Beach, Florida, light heavyweight champion, Sugar! And now, introducing the champion, professional record, 15 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet. He is a reigning, defending Johnny Ball! All right, gotta keep it clean. Touch gloves, make it official.
Both men starting, as Rashad said, intense right now.
You ready?
Trunks for the challenger. Red trunks to the body early. Big head kick thrown by the champion. So did a ton of damage to Rashad, to Rampage with that.
Controlling the center of the octagon. And he's the first to attack. Side kick to the knee. You know, he's so unpredictable. He's just such
nation. Unorthodox, one of these unorthodox strikes of Jon Jones.
One of the reasons is just such a monstrous advantage. Nice. Fakes the takedown.
Inside the octagon.
He's going for that head.
Midway point of round one. Fight scheduled for 5. Head kick again.
Kick two. It's almost like the fake front kick. It's not quite a little wind up to that shot. That back leg to the thigh. He loves that technique. And with his distance
in their tracks.
Good leg kick by.
Got to get close enough to do it. So athletic. To the body.
Kick. Good. Again with a left hook.
30 seconds on the clock here in the first round.
His eyes.
Rashad.
A very fast technique as well. Nice knee there by Jones, attempted.
By Rashad.
Wow.
All right, let's get some deep controlling that really around. What did I just say? Don't get sloppy. Got it?
All right, Johnny, you got hit once.
There's a head kick. It was partially blocked. Tyrone Spong, that's where he's learning that stuff from. Fight right now.
Yeah, baby, and Rashad Evans
has kick and strike in that round, in my opinion, although a lot of it was Jon
by Evans.
By Jon.
And a big right hand. That kick checked.
Rashad Evans fired a big right hand there. It's the most significant advantage in all of MMA. Damian Maia's jiu-jitsu.
And the corner of Jones saying kicking range.
Kissed. Rashad Evans has excellent speed. And
Rashad, both fighters splitting punches a moment ago. Nice elbow.
Beautiful. And that's the unpredictability of Jon by Rashad there. Oh, another beautiful elbow by Jon. Love elbow.
Closing in is Jones. Elbows the most significant strikes of this fight.
No doubt. He's giving Rashad an opportunity right now to clear his head. Rashad's got to keep that right hand up, Mike.
And Rashad Evans.
He's got to make sure that he doesn't go into defensive.
Again with the elbow.
That is the long limbs. It's the way he delivers it.
Over the zone. Jones again.
With that elbow.
Rashad. Flying knee by Jon Jones.
All elbows here. Look at this.
Mike Van Arsdale. Round 3.
We can clearly see the momentum has shifted.
Left elbow. Right hand by Evans.
Oh!
And Sugar with a look. No. Protecting.
Pressure on. Move forward.
Not trying.
Move. Keep your hands up. That's it. That's it.
Champion. And many of those. Third round, fight scheduled for 5.
John is constantly switching stances.
Man, he's got that right hand plastered on his face now, Joe.
He needs more of those. He needs to slow John down. Put some cutting off the cage, controlling the center of the octagon.
Good kick to the body.
The oblique kick exchange.
Rashad seems all right. Under 2 on the clock.
Good left hook by Rashad there.
That's the range that Evans wants to fight in. Urging him again, stay in that range. And just stalking him.
Jones, from his first fight against Guzman to today, is kind of sloppy, but obviously talented.
Great wrestling background.
Yeah, amazing wrestling background, but
watch for the elbow here on the exchange. 30 seconds. Remain here in round 3.
All the tricks. Good shot to the body.
Headed to the championship rounds.
But Rashad, they just grazed him, and there's that beautiful switch.
Round. Excellent round. Now by the round, he's looking for a big shot. He's looking for a big takedown. He wants you to stand there.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Watch. Throw to the head. Yeah. Hey. Okay.
Feet above sea level, whereas Rashad trains in Florida.
It is, we've reached the championship rounds.
Although Rashad is never out of shape.
Evans did in his most recent fight. They haven't all gone that deep. But both men.
Rashad has gone into a bit of a defensive shell.
He did it to Rampage, who became almost stagnant.
Yeah, Rashad has done nothing. Rashad made an attempt there to take down, but easily stuffed by
with his takedowns in light heavyweight history.
Just threw that left hand. There's a nice right leg kick, but a beautiful counter right hand.
By the elbow. That's what he wants.
Another nice thing to turn this around. He doesn't want to just wait till the final round. A right to the body, faked it to the head. He realizes that John is blocking very well. Rashad is just looking for that right hand and looking for that one strike. Rashad is also breathing out of his mouth. Pressure in the pace is making him slow down significantly.
Both men have controlled, increased the intensity, increased the attack, especially if you're...
No, he wants him to throw an axe kick. That's something.
He choked Lyoto Machida out.
Rashad elbows with John Jones.
Big swing by Rashad.
With Rashad's pace and the reach. John's got the Muay Thai clinch.
Advantage here in this 4th round in total strikes.
John is just elbowing him in the, or excuse me, shoulder striking him in the. That it's a John Jones is just winning.
Yep.
Hands up, Tom and Jerry.
You got it. Big bro.
2s and 3s, the legs are there behind the 9s. Cross.
A lot about Mike Winkeljohn and how he has truly changed.
Mike Winkeljohn, as I said before, is a hell of a coach.
5th intensity.
That is really stopped throwing
Winkeljohn, what he thought he should try to utilize to punish the body.
The fight was that head kick, and yet he's throwing nothing else like it.
Nice right. Jones just standing in front of Evans. Go. With that left. Up, down, boom.
Yeah. And he's just
has not been afforded that luxury.
You know, you can attribute a lot of it to his reach. Takes to this sport like no other that I've ever seen. Now,
there's the body kick and a vicious shot leaning down. The midway point of the 5th and final round of this.
For broke. I mean, he's got to risk the possibility.
The real turning point
Started landing those elbows and just changed the whole tempo.
the early elbows.
John just looked up at the clock, realized his own. Oh, he tagged him.
He would love to finish. Final minute of our title fight. Up at the clock is the champion. This is it. If you're Rashad
And John Jones, to his credit, is not. That's crazy.
Rashad.
Another example of how crazy and unpredictable, confident. You know, Rashad Evans knows he lost this under the ground of John Jones. And there's that head kick that had John in a bit, and another left hook right there. That was the end of the round that we didn't quite get to the body. A stiff jab of John Jones. Dominance over and over again. Looked for a guillotine choke there, couldn't get it. Grabbed Rashad by the neck and tripped him. Tripped the way he grabbed Rashad's neck.
Champion. With the official decision, here is
Derek Cleary scores it 49-46. Chris Lee has it. And still, the undisputed Bones Joe.
Winner and still undisputed light heavyweight.
Yeah, definitely my most satisfying victory. I did a lot of things tonight that so I didn't really feel the cleanness on my feet, but
How much had you improved since then, and how much different did it?
the things you would never do to a training partner. And then the wrestling, here, very grateful tonight, Joe.
You had him staggered on several
I had a goal to finish this fight, and I didn't. Hats off to Rashad. I'm proving more things to myself, for sure.
and you look great in doing so. And you pulled.
And I am a mixed martial artist, and I'm not afraid to be on my back, so yeah, definitely pull guard.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the undisputed UFC.
all right, I'm here with Rashad Evans. Rashad, a difficult fight.
And I didn't get my time in on, but give him props. He was creating
With him.
it was pretty similar. He threw some things that
What was the most significant advantage that he had in this fight? Do you believe?
for that all day. So he came out with those tricky elbows, and he.
How much emotions were going through your body? How difficult was it?
It was a lot of energy going into to preparation and stuff like that, just because I had to do all the down too much. There was a couple times where he hit me with a combination and he said something. So, and I got a long career ahead of me. So I'll just get better and.